So we're getting started with our multiplying. Okay, we're going to jump on in and look. Okay, at this first part, it's just going to be to state whether the product of A times B is defined, and if it is, what the dimensions of the matrices will be when you multiply them by each other. So, number 4, A is a 3 by 4. B is a 4 by 2. So what you need to show me on your paper is you need to show that you're checking them. So 3 by 4 and a 4 by 2. Okay. These are the same, meaning what? It's defined. Okay, so you'd write defined. And then what is the resulting one? 3 by 2. Now, if I were to flip them and do B times A, so this is A times B, if I were to do B times A and have a 4 by 2 and a 3 by 4, yeah, these are not the same, so it is not defined. No, I'm just showing you how you would know that. You always are doing A, B. I'm just doing the other one to show you. And this particular set of problems says to find if A, B is defined. Alright, so we're going to go down into multiplying the matrices, okay? So, starting with an easy one, we have 3 and -1. And we have then 5, 7, okay, like that. So what are my dimensions of this? No, what is the dimension of this one? 1 by 2. And this one? 2 by 1. Okay. These are the same. So what is my resultant going to be? A 1 by 1. Okay, so my resultant is just going to be one thing. Okay, but the way we find it, I'm going to do it down here. Okay, we multiply 3 times 5, so it's the first row times the first row. Okay, those two spots. So it's going to be 15 plus -1 times 7. So this is going to be -7. Okay, and that comes out to be what? Okay, so 8 is what goes there. Okay? Yeah, we're gonna. It's easier to see when you have bigger ones because I can actually and I'll like write it out. This one, because it was just one little thing, I didn't write it out each little thing, but when it's a bigger one, I do. All right, 12. -1, 0, 5, 4, and then 4, -6. So this is a 2 by 2. This is a 1 by 2. Can't do it. Not defined. Alright. 14. Okay, this is one you'll be able to see what's going on better. 5, 0, -4, 1, -3, 2, 6, 2. Okay, so what are my dimensions here? Okay, because you always need to show that you're checking it. 2 by 2 and a 2 by 2. Same, so that's my result. Okay. Now, when I do this, okay, I wouldn't even close off the right side because just space. Okay, so when you're doing this, you do the first row times the first column. Okay, so that's how you get this first number up here. So it's going to be 5 times -3. Okay, and then you're going to do 0 times 6. I'm writing everything out. You need to show this step written out when you're doing one like this. Okay, if it's a short one like this one we did up here, you can just do it. But if it's something like this, you have to write it out like this. Okay, now then I go across, okay, first row, second column to do this next one over here. So 5 times 2 plus 0 times 2 . Okay, it's your first row times each column. And you're adding the stuff together. Well, now I'm going to do the bottom row with the first column. I did 5 times -3. Then I added 0 times 6. So it's the first row times the first column. Okay, gives me this stuff that's here. Then, let me see if I can do this in colors. Then I do the first row times the second column to give me that one. Trying to find enough colors. Now the next one I'm going to do here is going to be the second row times the first column. Okay, I know some of these colors are kind of overlapping, but I don't want to use a dark color. And that's going to go here. And then I will do this row times this column down here. Okay? So, I have now -4 times -3 plus 1 times 6. Okay, and when you stack them up, another reason to do it this way where you write it out is that you can tell -3's line up with each other, the 6's line up with each other. Okay? So if your things line up, then you know you're doing it right. And then on the top, going across, your 5's are in the first spot in this case, and your 0's are in the second spot. And I'm going to have the same thing down here. So it's going to be a -4 times 2 plus 1 times 2. Okay, so do you guys see the pattern I'm talking about? Top and bottom, you have your 2's. Okay, in this case, obviously they're both 2, so then you have your 5's at the top, 0's on top, -4's on the bottom, and 1's on the bottom. Okay, so now I can go total all of this. So I have -15, 10, which is, and down here, -6. That's it for that one. Yes. No, we'll do it today. Okay, if they get any bigger than a 2x2 and a 2x2, I will give you your calculator. But ones like this, you have to do by hand. Okay, so I'm going to do another one, or I'm going to put another one up here, and we'll do it, and then I'm going to give you guys time to try one. Or do y'all want to try this one? Try this one? Okay. 20, 2, 5, 1, 7, 4, -8, 3, -1. Okay, and everybody needs to be doing it on your paper. I'm going to come around and check them for grade. That column. No. Yeah, that's fine. Everybody's doing this on paper. You're not going to get the participation grade. Alright, so then you're going to do the second matrix A times second matrix B. And it gives you your answer there. Second matrix. Make sure your numbers are typed in correctly.
I'm right. I got what you got.
Go back and check your original ones and make sure you have them typed in correctly. Yeah. Huh? You can hit mode and it will take you to some stuff. I don't know if that's going to help you. You can bring it up here. I'll look at it. Your calculator's in scientific mode. Oops. Yeah. So you want it to be in normal mode, and then now it should do it for you. Alright. We're going to look at one more thing, and then we'll be done. Okay, the stuff like 22 through 29, okay, you can use your calculator for these ones. Okay, just like you could on the ones yesterday. Okay, with these ones, it's the same thing where it'll tell you to do different things. So I would put all 5 matrices in your calculator and then work with the problems that you have to do. Since you're doing them in your calculator, do you guys need me to show you some of those, or are you okay? It's just like multiplying them, and then some of them have like a scalar in front, so you would just put like 0.5 times your 2 matrices or whatever that it is. Well, you're multiplying them instead of, yeah. Or some of them are like multiplying 2 together and then adding them to 2 more multiplied together. So okay. So one like 24, I'm not actually going to do it, but you have AB plus AC. Okay, I would do AB and get that on your calculator, okay, whatever that comes out to be, and then you'll get AC and that on your calculator. At that point, I would just add the 2 by hand, okay? Like, yes, you technically can store them, but I would just go through and just add them at that point because they're 2 by 2s, so it wouldn't be, like, hard to do. Okay. No, you're just multiplying 3 times matrix A times matrix B. So I would do matrix A times matrix B, and then when you get your answer, hit multiply. Actually, you can I forgot, you can actually type it in. So, like, I don't have those numbers in my calculator, but let's say I was doing it with these ones that I just did. I would do 3, and then second matrix A, second matrix B, and then that's literally just like you want it on your calculator. And honestly, it probably would work for one like 24 if you just do it that way. If you set it up, it probably will do it. I can't guarantee that because I don't know if it will do the order of operations correctly. But if I were to do that, then it changes my numbers. Okay, any questions about this? I'm okay with it? Okay. Let's see. So you still have a little over 20 minutes, so... Okay, so your ones to be done by hand, 3, 7, 11, and 13, and then the calculator, 17, 23, 25, and 27.